We are joined by Sasmit Patra, who is the MP also of BJD. Sir, the parliament proceedings are starting today. You're also going on your way to the parliament. What are you seeking for today?
You see, essentially, there are two or three areas which are important. One is, of course, there are issues relating to the kind of demands that we have been raising for the special category status for Odisha that has not been taken care of. There are issues relating to people's interests, especially of the state of Odisha. One of the key areas is, of course, the kind of dishonoring that the Odisha government is doing to the legacy of Sri Biju Patnaik ji. On March 5th used to be the Panchayati Raj Divas since 1993. And not only did the government strike off that day as a Panchayati Raj Divas and shifted it to another date, they also cancelled the holiday that was being commemorated for it. Apart from that, statues of late Sri Biju Patnaik ji have been defaced, have been broken down. So I think there are many issues that shows that there is a lack of coherence within the Odisha government, lack of governance. We're going to take up all those issues as well.
And also, sir, you've also accused the BJP-led government in Odisha of pushing the state towards economic and political doldrums. Now, could you elaborate on, specific policies, decisions, or financial mismanagement that, in your view, are leading to Odisha towards bankruptcy?
You see, one of the key areas in the state budget of Odisha has been a lack of proper allocation of funds. If you were to look at it, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, it was earlier 6,000 crores, has been reduced to 4,500 crores. 1,500 crores has been slashed. When you look at the kind of expenditure spending that the state government is doing, they're not even able, about more than 50% of the departments haven't been able to spend even 50% of the budget. There are very critical departments like the Odia Language, Literature and Culture Department. When this BJP government talks about Odia Asmita, that department has only spent about 27% of the total expenditure. Apart from that, the kind of borrowings that we are seeing today, the borrowings are ballooning. The last 2 financial years, the Odisha government has borrowed now 80,000 crores. So that clearly shows that when Naveen Babu, Sri Naveen Patnaik ji left office in 2024, he left a cash surplus of more than 46,000 crores. And today the state is going towards an overdraft government again, the way we used to be in the year 2000. So that clearly shows there's a lack of imagination, there's a lack of vision, and of course there is a lack of commitment to the people of Odisha.
So I also have one question for you as well. You've been also vocal about the need for a caste-based census. What specific benefits do you believe it will bring to Odisha's governance and policy making? And also, the centre has yet not initiated the general census as well. How do you think the delaying is affecting the policy decision at both the state and national levels?
You see, as far as the caste census is concerned, if you want to provide benefits to people based on caste, as we have in this country, how are you going to provide those benefits unless and until you know what is the total number of people in a specific caste segment? Secondly, in terms of caste census, why we've been demanding for it is that presently the beneficiaries are identified as per the SECC data of 2011, which is dated. So in the last 13 years, the SECC data has not been revised. By now, the demographics have changed. So today, the beneficiaries have to be provided based on caste-based census, and the government is not taking consideration of it, which is unfortunate. And secondly, we have been demanding that the census should be initiated, because based on census, we'll go for delimitation. Delimitation will go to women's reservation. And then finally, we'll have the final report. So the census itself has also not started. I think these are all key areas that the government has to look at.
And so 2 more questions I have for you. There are concerns from southern states also about delimitation reducing their representation. Now, what stance do you think the BJD would take on this issue? And do you feel Odisha will also be facing such similar challenges?
You see, I think firstly, we have to understand the terms of reference of delimitation. Till now, we don't have the terms of reference of delimitation. Having said that, I must also add that none of the states should suffer because of any demographic shifts or declining fertility ratios based on population. So therefore, seats should not be reduced for any state. That is something that we strongly believe. For the state of Odisha, Biju Janata Dal has been fighting for the rights of people of Odisha, and would not like that any seats should come down in the state of Odisha.
That's a very last question. Odisha man has also been killed in Hampi by, men who gang raped 2 Israeli tourists, and 3 people have also been arrested so far now. So how do you deal with such people per se?
Of course, stricter rules have to be made and stricter implementation and stricter punishments have to be done. It has to be so exemplary that people will realize that doing something, they cannot go scot-free, they cannot go away. The law will catch up with them and justice will prevail. I think that strengthening of the enforcement and the punishment and the justice system will help to do that.
Thank you so much for talking to us, sir. So yes, viewers, that was Sasmit Patra who spoke exclusively to NewsX. This is me, Brian Anthony Thomas, signing off, camera person Avdesh for NewsX Delhi.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.